Hi, my name is Vexta. I'm an Australian artist who's based in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm here in Salt Lake City painting a mural downtown. I was invited by Joy and Stephen from 3 Irons, and it's a part of a larger project that they're doing, which is about activating creative projects in Salt Lake City. My background is in street art. That's how I learnt how to paint. I'm self-taught. I predominantly paint and do murals, as well as large-scale installations, exhibitions, collaborations, and different projects. My inspiration, I'm interested in ideas of flight and metamorphosis and transformation, and also about the way we feel about our cities, and kind of bringing in nature elements to do with freedom and freedom of movement into my pieces. So whenever I'm painting something or traveling, I look for like local animals or birds to paint, as well as stories and mythology, and try and tie it all together. So I did a lot of research about birds, and then found like that I think there's only 2 owls that are really local to Utah, and this is one of them. And it kind of has these feathers around its eyes that are flame-like. And so, my work has sort of, the feathers are often kind of flamey. So I was like, okay, great, I want to paint that owl. And I really like the association in mythology with owls and wisdom and sort of old nature knowledge. And then I sort of started looking into, the Great Salt Lake and salt crystals, and sort of trying to bring some of those shapes into the work. With my work, it's all part of a bigger story. So ideally you could kind of, look at all of my work and it's all linking different themes and ideas together. And in the studio, I have more time to be a bit more experimental, to decide I don't like something and paint it out and redo it. And with a wall, it's, it's kind of like extreme painting or something. It's like challenging, and you have to, you're like, okay, I need to get this done by this time, and it rains, or you have something else happen. So those challenges sort of become part of the work. So there's things you might do that you don't do because you run out of daylight or something. Whereas if you're in a studio, you just turn a light on. So you kind of have slightly different outcomes because of the process, but one's like a controlled environment of a laboratory or something. The other one's like in the wild. I just love painting. I'm just happiest when I'm on the wall painting or in my studio painting. And I love traveling and seeing different cultures and different people, and making work that I'm constantly trying to find ways that kind of you can artistically, visually speak to everybody, or find different elements that, a 4-year-old child relates to, as well as like an 80-year-old person. And the more that you travel and the more cultures you experience, I think you get a better understanding for humanity and how you can incorporate, how you can bring people in to engage with your work.